Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Orme, and today we are playing some more Starters Orders 7. And there's been some questions over why I'm not picking certain races for certain horses. Mainly it's because of our form. I've got a lot of experience, and I know some are great races to run and they're high prestige, and the best 2-year-olds go in these races, the best 3-year-olds go in these races. But when you don't have that great horse on this game, really, you're probably setting yourself up to get beaten. Now, in real life, having a horse which comes third in, I don't know, the Breeders' Cup, the World Cup, those kind of races, is a pretty big achievement. You know, coming third or fourth in the Kentucky Derby is a sign of a pretty good horse. And so on. So those races, you know, Royal Ascot, some of those races there. You've got races all around the world, different courses. You know, they're quite nice horses in those races, and they can't all win. But here on Starters Orders, we're looking to get the best records we can. We're not looking for third, fourth places. We're not looking for seconds. We're looking for wins. So I book only the races I'm comfortable in, either knowing are just a test and I don't need to win, because I need to figure out length and maybe the sort of quality of race, or maybe just how good the horse is it genuine or not? Is there anything hidden behind the scenes? Where it runs, how it runs. There'll be a lot of things to test, that when you get them all set up and put them all together, that will mean much easier to pick races you can win in the future. So those are the ones I race in races I don't feel they've realistically got a good chance of competing at. Everything else I book to win. Everything else. I try and book as hard as I can. I try and book grade 1s as soon as I can. But I'm not going to throw into the big feature races unless I believe we can win, because it's not going to help the horse out. And the fact we're running on short, we're running American. Quite a lot of the horses as well, we're dealing with high deterioration bars. Their racing windows are really, really quite short. So overall for me, that's a reason why I think I need to start, you know, picking up wins earlier and not build up into it. So I know we haven't got the greatest horses in the world, and, you know, they're pretty good, but they're not amazing. But we do have a bunch of, you know, good graded wins on these horses. 3-year-old with 5 grades, 2 of which are grade 1. We've got another 3-year-old with a grade 2 and 2 grade 3s. And then we've got our 4-year-old that's got 5 grade 1 wins. That's by selecting the best races that I think we can compete at. And staying away from stuff like, you know, heading to Kenilworth and Ascot without the top horse, because we're not going to win. So, yeah. I thought I might clear that up. There's been a few comments, and it's a discussion I had with a few people. A couple of other people that like to play this game, they've kind of talked to me about how they run their horses and where they book their horses. And some of the better people who, you know, they've got the best results, and some of the better players of this game do like to run in those races. But I just find it much more easy to judge horses personally if I don't. So, yeah, don't let it stop you, but that's my kind of 2 cents on that one. So today, Siren Sailing, Colonial Turf Cup, grade 1. We've won 2 grade 1s. We're on our distance. Everything looks good, but I don't like this race, and I don't know why. I've got a feeling, after talking about everything, I've got a feeling that this is not going to be our race at all. I'm going to go and see if like my gut is right on this or not. Because Seasonal Style is up here. And I don't like that horse. Julien is up here and I don't like that horse. Now, they're not great, but they're very, very high-rated horses in this race. Warm Breeze, I think we can beat. But there's so much more in this field where if we get a bad run, I think we're like 4th or 5th. So let's let's cross our fingers and hope on this one then. Come on then. We'll start out in style. Another thing from the comment section is there has been a request for face cam. But I put that question back out again. If you want to see my face on these videos reacting to these races and such, then let me know. Hit me up in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff as usual. And there we go, round the turn. Not a bad position. Not a bad position. We're going to have to come wide unless we kick on in the right area alongside number 3. If 3 steps out, then we've got a bit more of a hassle. And if 2 comes across us, and yeah, see 6 has. So we are going to have to come really wide on this bend, or we're going to have to stay right at the back. We didn't go really wide. It's not too bad. That's not too bad. But we're way, way, way behind here. Forever's Girl's coming through. Julien. Yeah, Forever Girl going to fall off. Warm Breeze up in a second. And that's the 5th place. I told you I did not like this race for some reason. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Sometimes I look at the field. Sometimes I look at the horse. Sometimes it's gut feeling. And that goes into booking a race as well. I do a lot of gut checks on the day of racing. I believe 29th is a yearling sale. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We're going to save that. That's the first bad race we've really had with Siren Sailing, by the way. Second in a maiden, second in a grade 1. Second in a grade 1 there. So, you know, that wasn't a bad one. Only our second non-win. At least we were close behind. And that maiden, you know, wrong distance. We learn early. So this is the first one that really shows me that, yeah, we, wow, that's even worse than I thought it would be. Yeah. So that makes me question things. No. That makes me question a lot, actually, with Siren Sailing, because I think I might have to be done for the year. I kind of want to book more races, but I don't think they're going to be any good. So, yeah, that's kind of where we are. 2-4 and above. Oh, come on. Almost had to go all the way up to 5.3 for that one. So you get your auction markers and you get your break points in the bidding. 3 is 1, but this is going to go over 3. No, it's not. It's going to go on 3. Love that. That's a nice cheap one. And then this one, just by virtue of already being over 3, that's going to go up to the 500,000 mark. There we go. Cheap one first. Oasis Storm. Great acceleration. Lowish speed. Ugh, okay. Most expensive horse. Really bad stats there. And no finish application and almost no potential. Decent speed, good acceleration, laid back. Not very good though. Not very good. So that means our 15 yearlings, I believe it's only Knick Knack Coo that we actually want then. Which, good speed, decent acceleration, decent potential. 90% extra speed, that will get us some good wins. That half bar finish application's the only real downside. Yeah, I think every 1-year-old we have bought, every yearling, is going to get sold at the start of next season. The one we've bred, Knick Knack 2 and Black Cuckoo, we're going to be keeping them. So we're taking a bit of a risk now and again. Spanish Treasure, I can't remember if I was done. Maybe done with Spanish Treasure after this year. I normally look for their potential to drop below about 80% before pulling them out of breeding. So yeah, Azra probably done. Azra's probably done. These two are on 85. I believe Spanish Treasure was on 80. So next year might be their last year's. I'm not 100% on that at all. Yeah, okay. Not a great auction, though. Not a great auction. And I've had a few issues, which is why I tend to save more between races than I used to. This is going to be Ski Run. Okay. Mainly that comes up so that I have a shot at auctions if it comes up randomly. Oh, talking about random auctions. The Falklander. Didn't win this maiden, but did okay. Then it went handicap, which isn't a good sign. Then wins a grade 3 as a 3-year-old. Then steps up, start of its 4-year-old season, wins a grade 2. And then very early on, back up to grade 1, where it's hit 3 out of 3. So, it's a more natural progression. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Couldn't win maidens. And didn't win his first handicap, but it's perfect since then. I think I've got to at least go for it, haven't I? I don't have a ton of money, which is where my issue comes from. My hesitation here. Let me just try and cheaply push it up a little bit. Okay, 2 mil. I thought it was going a lot higher than 2 mil. Honestly, I could see that going up to about 2.6, which would leave us about 1.3 in the bank. 1.9 isn't bad. We can always geld this and send it back if we need to, if it doesn't turn out to be any good. And that will remove it from the breeding program, but it'll also get us money back. So it's a miler with great acceleration, pretty decent speed. What do we got? Okay, I mean, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But we've got a 50% cruising burst with an 85 extra speed. It's got decent enough confidence. It's got okay potential. Like, half bar finish is not great. Low enthusiasm really sucks. Deterioration is probably coming to an end of his racing career, but we might want to keep that for a year. Maybe. Just get a breed out of it. And see where we go from there. That is, like, really interesting. That's really interesting. Let's go compare that. Let's go compare that to Spanish Treasure. It's just 2 years younger and a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, if nothing else, I think that's going to be something we can do. We'll just bring him in for breeding next season. At the end of the day. Why can't I type? There we go. So yeah, I mean, that solves one problem, I guess, of Spanish Treasure not being in the breeding barn. It's not really a problem. We've already bred as much as we kind of want to with it right now. There's nothing else in the breeding barn, and nothing I feel I'm going to put in the breeding barn, unless Belladat's going in there, that I might want to test them with. But yeah, I just feel that's a better stud for us anyway. So, okay, 2 million for an upgrade. Oh, I wonder. Not something I normally do, but if I take him out of breeding, he's done anyway. If I take him out of breeding and then go ahead and throw him in the auction, how much? I was just going to retire him, but how much can we get back on that? Okay, interesting. And Belladat. Top weighted, top rated. Couple lower weighted, a little bit wound up. That's okay. Not a great field, but do I believe that Belladat's going to win? I don't know. Form has been really bad. Yeah, Boa is by far the favourite, despite being 9 points rated lower than us. Not won at this going before. Not won at the course before, neither have we. But also not even won a grade 1. So, I don't know. Let's see what Hollywood brings. Can Belladat get the job done or not? This is the 1 mile cash call. It's the cash call mile. We're out pretty strongly there at the start of the race. We're going to come back in. Ooh, I would have liked us a little bit more in front of that 7. Kind of a level where that 2 is. More inside. We're a little bit wide for my liking. There we go. We're going to come down and in before the bend. We're going to dive inside. That's brave, but we're going to come outside nicely. And that's going to give us a run here. Down the stretch. Boa on the pink hat. Going to come. No, Kitty's coming as well. We're going to fall off here. Buttonhole flower. Oh. I don't know if we start going backwards. We're going to drop down into 3rd. Daddy's Fall is going to come past us as well. Why did we start going forward and then come back? I don't understand that. And we ran on as well. That was such a nice move before the bend. Pushed out, up. Then we dove down the inside as well and came back round. Oh, I thought we had a good little run in the making, but 3rd. That's heavily disappointing. Oh man, a 5th and a 3rd. I mean, we're trending towards a 1st. Not what we want to see, but that's where we are right now, I'm afraid. Double doubloons. Oh, step up into grade 1 territory. We might not have a winner here. Okay. By Invitation's a really nice horse. Top rated, low weight, good form. Monsoon Music, low weighted, top weighted, low rated, decent form. Not one at grade 2. Yeah, I possibly put this down on paper between us and by invitation, but you never know. You never know. Okay, let's go to the race. Let's go to the race. Let's just see how this one ends up. Oh. But a 5th for Siren, a 3rd for Beladat. And now 1 mile, 1 furlong swaps BC stakes for grade 1s for 3-year-olds. By invitation in the middle, all in green. A Monsoon in the red sleeves with the green hoops on white. The grey horse. So, okay. Not the worst running position in the world, but not one I'm going to be a fan of. We do come inside and not get blocked off for the turn, which is good. We're going to dive inside with Monsoon there. Yeah, 2 furlongs out. Darrow, for some reason, came up and across us. By invitation is there. As we cross the 1 furlong marker, we're going to streak past now. Is there going to be a fight on the line? By invitation? No, there's not. We're going to canter this one across and actually pick up a win with the one that I didn't think would win. Out of the 3, they all had shots. But my money was on Siren and Beladat, certainly not on double doubloons. But it all goes to show, just like that, we've got the grade 1 finally on double doubloons. 1 rating point less than Siren Sailing. I need to figure out why that didn't work. Because, yeah, I like both these horses. And if Beladat can't win a grade 1, and these are not tough grade 1s either. Arcadia, Hollywood, like, they are not places I'd expect to be having these issues. Then maybe they go to the breeding barn. Maybe. Okay, let's see what else, though, we've got for Beladat. So still running at a mile. We could try dropping down to 7, but there's normally not a whole lot there for us. So yeah, there's going to be 2 grade 2s, only 2 races. There's a grade 3 and a grade 2 at a mile. And if we bumped ourselves up a grade, there's a bunch. There's a bunch if we went up by another furlong. I don't think we got anything to lose with Beladat. Either she can run and win a grade 1 at the 1.1 furlongs, or 1 mile 1 furlong, or we're kind of done. So, yeah, okay. The Haskell's the bigger race. Warm Breeze is in that. That's the best horse there. So Weird Field in the other one. Let's go test. Let's go test double doubloons. Just hit that. And see where we go. They're very similar. It's a little bit longer. It's got Seasonal Style. It's got Julienne. This is definitely a trap race, but one we can probably run. Maybe we can run it. Okay, when's my next sale? Is it July 24th? Yes. So, let's head over to the auctions. Check the weekly. Check the upcoming. And then in. Nothing really. I mean, it's a grade 2, but it's, yeah, probably not. Do I really want to tell? Wow, that's expensive. I'm for 2.6. Well, we can't really do anything about that. And 28th of August will be the next one. Okay. So, in the interest of time, that's where we're going to end the video now. Not great luck in the sales. We did get a possible stud, which is okay. But yeah, Belladot stepping up to 1-1. Chance for Siren to rebound. And then we're heading back to Double Doubloons, who is going to try and win another Grade 1. So, a really strange day racing. Like I said, Doubloons would be the one I wouldn't have thought would have got that win. Siren Sailing being 5th, that was quite a big surprise to me. I thought top 3 for sure. And Belladot, I thought top 3 came 3rd, but looked so good up until a certain point. So, we're so close in these races, but these aren't big time races. These aren't big time horses we're up against. And, yeah, that's the issue we've got. So, thanks very much for watching. I do appreciate it. We're in a weird spot right now with low money. Nothing good from sales, really. A half-decent stud possibility. And horses that I cannot predict their racing sort of style right now. I can't predict what the jockey's going to do. And we can't predict if we're going to win races that we should or not. So, very interesting times. Thanks very much, as I say, for watching. Come back soon. If you want to see face cam, excuse me, comment down below. And if you've got any other comments, suggestions, advice, etc., or questions that you want answered, hit me up in the section below and I'll get round to you as soon as I can. Till then, though, thanks very much for watching. You all take care of yourselves. I'll see you back here soon.